will never be successful if you don't implement these 5 things. Let me guess. You wake up, grab your phone and start scrolling. TikTok, Instagram, maybe also YouTube. And before you know it, you've spent the first 20 to 30 minutes swiping through nonsense. Then you wander into the kitchen, wasting another 15 minutes figuring out what to eat. And by the time you've had breakfast, you're consuming some random self-help video, convincing yourself you're learning something. I'm sorry to break it to you, but this is complete bullshit. Now maybe you're thinking, nah, I'm better than that. Maybe you've upgraded to waking up at 6 a.m. and doing your 12-step morning routine, cold shower, journaling, stretching, yoga, whatever, you name it. But here's the kicker. By the time you've finished all that, you're exhausted. You need a nap just to recover from your morning routine. Do you see the problem there? Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, both of these approaches are completely wrong. One is mindless procrastination and the other one is overcomplicating everything. Neither of these will make you successful. That's why I'm going to share to you the 5 things you need to implement into your life right now to build success. And with success, I mean real success. I'm not talking about theory. I've implemented all of them myself and the results have been unbelievable. Now, if any of that sounds familiar, whether it's wasting time on social media or overloading your mornings with unnecessary rituals, it's time for a reality check. Let's cut through the nonsense and get straight to what actually works. These 5 steps will help you eliminate distractions, focus on what matters, and start moving towards real success. So the first one is so simple, but it's so powerful. It's to delete TikTok, delete Instagram, delete anything that wastes your time. Unless you're part of the 1% of people actually using these platforms to make money, like editing TikToks for your clients, running ads, generating leads, or running a business where these platforms are essential tools. There's absolutely no reason to keep them. If you're not leveraging them to grow your income or build your brand, then all they're doing is stealing your time and focus. And let's be honest, for most people, they're just a black hole of endless scrolling, memes, distractions that add zero value to your life. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, they're designed to hijack your brain and keep you in a dopamine loop. You might think, oh, I'll just scroll for 5 minutes. The next thing you know, it's been 45 minutes and all you've done is absolutely nothing with your day. So listen, I get it. It's hard to delete these apps, especially when you're just getting started. You might feel like you're missing out, but trust me, the real thing what you're missing out on is success. The time you waste scrolling could be spent taking one step closer to your goals. So if you're not using social media to make money, delete it. Period. Protect your time because nobody else will. Now that we've decluttered your life by deleting social media, let's talk about the next step. Because it's not about cutting distraction, it's about what you do with the time you have freed up. And this brings us to the biggest game changer in your journey, which is to apply what you learn. I mean, don't get me wrong, learning is great. But let me ask you this, what is the point of learning if you're not going to do anything with it? Now, here's the thing. YouTube is not education. It's more entertainment. Most of you are spending hours watching self-help videos or business tutorials, but you're not applying any of it. You're just consuming content, convincing yourself you're making progress when really you're just procrastinating. Think about it. Most online courses out there promise you the world, but 90% are filler and there's only 10% real value. Why? Because nobody is going to spend $500 for a 10-minute course. So they stretch it out adding stuff just to make it look worth the price. The same thing happens on YouTube. If you don't have a clear idea of what you're looking for, you'll end up watching hours of content that does nothing but wasting your time. So, here's what you do. Download an extension like Unhooked for your browser. It disables the YouTube homepage, recommendations, and comments. This means no distractions, no rabbit holes. You go on YouTube, search for what you need to learn, watch that one video, and get off. Takeaway here is simple. Stop learning and start applying. You don't win by knowing more. You win by doing more. Reclaim your focus, reclaim your attention, and start taking action. Alright, so you've started applying what you're learning. But here's the thing. None of that matters if you're constantly distracted by notifications, texts, or calls. This is why step 3 is so crucial, which is you need to create an environment where your focus can thrive, because your phone is either your greatest tool or your biggest distraction. It all depends on how you use it. If you're constantly getting notifications, texts, or calls while working, you're sabotaging yourself. That's why you need to put your phone on airplane mode whenever you're doing deep work. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but I need my phone for work. Fair enough. If you're a real estate agent or someone who genuinely needs to be accessible, then don't go full airplane mode. But even then, you can set boundaries. For example, when you're at the gym or working on something that doesn't require your phone, then turn on airplane mode. And also put your phone somewhere out of reach. So let me tell you a hack. Get a second device. It doesn't have to be another phone. It could be an old iPod, it could be a tablet, whatever. Use this device for things like Spotify, Audible, and whatever you need for your work. So you're not constantly checking your main phone. That way your focus stays on the work and not your notifications. Because at the end of the day, this is all about protecting your time and setting priorities. Your work comes first and then everything else follows. Now that you've silenced the noise and reclaimed your focus, it's time to set yourself up for success the night before. Planning your day in advance isn't just a productivity hack, it's a mindset shift that will keep you on track and in control. So let me tell you, if you're waking up every morning without a plan, you're already behind. That's why before you go to bed, write down your top 3 to 5 things you want to achieve for the next day. These are your non-negotiables. The thing you absolutely have to get done, no excuses, whatever. I've been doing this for quite a few months now, and it's made me twice as productive as before. And no, you don't need to plan every single hour of your day. Just focus on the key tasks that will move you closer to your goals. So here's what I do. Every night I write down my non-negotiables for the next day, and then I wake up and I know exactly what I need to do. No overthinking, no wasted time. It's simple, but it works. Maybe you could try it tonight. Maybe you write down just 3 tasks for tomorrow, and then when you wake up, you tackle those things first, and you'll be amazed at how much more you can get done. Finally, let's talk about how you start your day. Because no matter how well you plan, if your mornings are chaotic or overcomplicated, you already ruin yourself. Step 5 is all about simplifying your morning routine so you can hit the ground running every single day. With that, stop overcomplicating your mornings. You don't need a 10-step morning routine that takes you 4 hours. All you need is 3 to 4 simple steps that set you up for success. For example, for me it's waking up at 6:30, then I'm going to brush my teeth, then I'm going to take a shower, and afterwards I meditate for 10 minutes. That's it. No journaling for an hour, no green smoothies, just the essentials, what I need. And listen, you don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. to be successful. If you're more productive in the evenings, then wake up later. It's about what works for you. The point is to have a routine that gets you into the right headspace to start your day strong. And there you have it. 5 habits, when implemented, would change your life completely. The key here isn't perfection, it's consistency. And as life evolves, so will your routines. What matters is that you keep these key principles at the core of everything you do. The first is to protect your time, stay focused, and always take action. And what can I say? These habits have completely transformed my life. And here's the thing, what works for me now might not work for me in the next 5 years, because life changes and so do your routines. But no matter what stage of life you're in, the principles stay the same. Protect your time, stay focused, and take action. Success isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things and doing them consistently. So stop wasting your time, start implementing these habits, and watch how fast your life starts to change. With that, you've got this. Now put in the work.